The Wyatt Six and Alexa Bliss are both potentially in the recruiting process right now, and fans think there's a pretty big name that's available right now. So we'll see what these fan theories are for, how this could be all coming together. Starting things off with another visit to the entire Wyatt Six and Alexa Bliss situation, and one big name that's starting to pick up momentum to potentially join the fold. Alexa Bliss returned to SmackDown recently and appears to be in the helping mood. She helped Zelina Vega when Zelina desperately needed a tag team partner, and after she did that, she of course approached Charlotte Flair with that offer to chat. And it's obviously still early in the storyline right now, so we don't know exactly what Alexa Bliss is up to at the moment, but a lot of fans seem to believe that Alexa's feeling out some of the women in the locker room and trying to find the perfect partner or partners. She tagged with Zelina Vega, had great success in that match, so Zelina is probably a name on Alexa's list. Charlotte Flair also has to be a name on Alexa's list of potential partners, considering how she approached her on SmackDown. Maybe it's the women's tag team titles that Alexa Bliss is gearing up to come after. Like we've been talking about all year long, you have those seeds for Liv versus Alexa being in place ever since January. So if Alexa plans on coming after Liv Morgan, she's smart. She knows she can't come after Liv Morgan alone, because she'll obviously be outnumbered once Raquel Rodriguez gets involved. Meaning that Alexa Bliss needs someone like Charlotte Flair or others to be by her side and back her up against Liv Morgan and Raquel. And who knows, potentially even try to dethrone Liv and Raquel as the women's tag team champions as well. So maybe this is Alexa's quiet goal at the moment, and she's in the middle of a recruitment process. Besides the great talent that's available for Alexa to pick from on the SmackDown roster, lots of fans are looking over at one specific NXT superstar that appears to be match made in heaven to be Alexa's associate, and that's NXT's Tatum Paxley. Tatum Paxley is more of a dark, scary, and cryptic type of character. She seems friendly, all she really wants is friends, but everyone knows she can also get pretty brutal if the time comes for that. Recently, Tatum's need for friends was well taken care of with her Chemical X faction, along with Gigi Dolan and Shotzi. She finally found the perfect friends that are by her side and will never leave her. Well, the group never technically broke up, but Shotzi and Gigi were a part of the recent batches of WWE releases. So as a result of those releases, there's no more Chemical X, and Tatum is back to square one of being all alone. Tatum Paxley's husband was even recently released from WWE, so she truly is 100% all alone again. And some viewers aren't the biggest fans of the releases being a part of a storyline to Tatum Paxley's character. They think it's a little distasteful, but that's what they're going with. Tatum Paxley flipped out at NXT after seeing everyone backstage being all bundled up with each other. She's angry that she lost her friends to the recent releases, and she has no idea how to control these abandonment emotions that she's feeling. She even tried to gouge out her opponent's eyes at the end of their match due to all the recent losses she's been suffering from. So strangely enough, Tatum's narrative pretty much lines up with Alexa's narrative. Alexa's in need of some women for the partnership idea she has in mind on SmackDown, and Tatum Paxley is trying desperately to be a part of a family of friends again, like she once was with Chemical X. Chemical X abandoned her. Lyra and all of her other friends she made along the way also left her alone in NXT while they went to the main roster. So it's been rough for Tatum Paxley, and you can understand why she snapped recently in the fashion that she did. She just wants friends, she wants family, she just wants that level of companionship in WWE, and she's been unable to find it on a consistent basis. But Alexa Bliss may be that perfect matchup for Tatum. Those two characters are dark, scary, cryptic, not to mention they're both very into dolls as well. Dolls are very important to the both of them. It just really seems Alexa Bliss would be that ultimate best friend that Tatum Paxley has been searching for this whole entire time. Ever since Tatum first debuted this version of her character, fans have dreamed of her character crossing paths with Alexa Bliss in some fashion, some way. So if they were to link up and go after the women's tag team titles with each other, it would be a lot of fun to witness something like that. Alexa Bliss benefits from it. She gets revenge on Liv Morgan and gets a fresh, brand new partner in the process. Alexa does not have to worry about Tatum's loyalty, because chances are Tatum will easily grow very attached to Alexa. And for Tatum Paxley, you get called up to partner with a similar character, an all-time great, a 5-time world champion. What more could you ask for? Teaming up with Alexa would surely elevate Tatum's game on all levels. Another version of this theory that could happen is Tatum Paxley maybe not directly joining Alexa Bliss per se, but joining Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six. Maybe Alexa really is doing her own thing at the moment with the entire situation with Charlotte Flair, and doesn't really need Tatum Paxley or the Wyatts at the moment. And if that's the case, the Wyatt Six would possibly be feeling the same way Tatum Paxley is feeling. The Wyatt Six would feel like Alexa Bliss abandoned them to do her own thing with Charlotte. So how does Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six deal with the loss of Alexa Bliss? Well, how about bringing in Tatum Paxley into the family? It's still a winning situation for all parties. The Wyatt Six replaces Alexa Bliss. Tatum Paxley comes to the team with Nikki Cross, and she is the entire Wyatt Six to be the WWE family that she's been looking for. Tatum's story also perfectly fits how Uncle Howdy has been recruiting the Wyatt Six members. Uncle Howdy recruited superstars that were all outcasts, left alone, and neglected by everyone around them. Tatum Paxley, strangely enough, checks off every single one of those boxes that Uncle Howdy looks for in a Wyatt Six recruit. So that's another slightly altered version of this fan theory as well, that Tatum does not join forces with Alexa Bliss right off the bat, and instead links up the Wyatt Six directly. Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six have been trying to bring Alexa Bliss into the family literally since February, and Alexa's ignored every single call and sign since then. So maybe it gets to the point where Uncle Howdy just quits going after Alexa Bliss, and instead decides to roll the dice with Tatum Paxley and sees what she can bring to the table. Alexa Bliss avoiding everything related to the Wyatt Six, while Tatum would be extremely grateful for the opportunity to prove herself and join the family. She wants family and friends, and the Wyatt Six absolutely seem to be the type of characters that Tatum would be absolutely ecstatic about joining. The other cool thing about this specific direction is that this would also open up the doors for Alexa Bliss versus Tatum Paxley. Maybe Alexa Bliss turns out to be offended that Uncle Howdy tried replacing her with Tatum Paxley. Maybe that bothers Alexa Bliss so much in this scenario that she now makes it her mission to come after Tatum Paxley for stealing everything from her. So it's a theory and idea that's definitely picking up a lot of steam right now in the community. Whether it's Tatum joining Alexa Bliss on her own or Tatum joining the Wyatt Six, both directions seem to have an unlimited amount of possibilities and outcomes. So lots of eyes will be glued on everything going on here, glued to what Alexa's forming with Charlotte, what the Wyatt Six are up to, and how will Tatum Paxley continue to cope with how much loss that she suffered through those releases. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.